Hello, we're back again. It's Open Mic Fridays, and this is quite a show. It's a nice, relaxing show, and we have a local guest here today. It's Chris Chastain. It rhymes. Chris Chastain is an old local person. He's been around a long time here in Amador County, and he acts now as the sales manager at the Holiday Inn Express, which is an incredible resource here in Jackson, the southern end of Jackson, at the end of Highway 49 there. And the Holiday Inn Express is just an incredible hotel. That place has been around about 10 years.
10 years, yes, sir.
But it looks brand new.
Thank you.
And I understand that we'll talk a little bit about how you're remodeling the lobby and putting in a pool next summer and things. But that hotel is just, you keep it just immaculate. I mean, every time I'm in there, I have my family stay in there. And,
Thank you.
And I love it because I put them down there. They can go to the movies. They can shop over at Rayleigh's. They go over to Tommy's for breakfast.
Absolutely.
And then they go over to Jose's for a margarita in the afternoon. There's no reason for them to come up country and see me. They stay, I put them at the Holiday Inn Express, and they stay down there, and they just love it.
Do they call you?
Love it. Yeah, they call me on the phone, and they keep telling me we're going over to Tommy's. Okay, we're gonna go over to Jose's, and then I join them. But a lot of time they stay down there, and they like going to the movies. So
that's one of the perks for where we're at as well. It helps out the hotel. Absolutely, just having these little things around us so people can walk to where they need to go.
Such a convenient location.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, we'll talk a little bit about the hotel, but your background, you were an old San Francisco family. That's where I'm come from. But you have an old Amador County family.
Absolutely.
And you went to when it was Jackson High,
Absolutely,
I guess.
Yeah. I was there. Yeah, I was there when it was Jackson for just a year, and then it turned into Argonaut. I've been around for a little bit.
Long time. Yep. Well, we're about the same age, about 46, right?
Somewhere around there. Maybe 36.
Another 10 years on you, I'm sure. But you found your way to the Holiday Inn Express, and you have a beautiful banquet room. I see that you guys do a lot of weddings. The Amador County wedding situation is huge now.
It's so pretty here.
It is.
It's so pretty.
It's a beautiful place. There are a lot of attractions that people can go to right there from the hotel. My relatives, I take them down to Electra Road. We go along the river.
Perfect.
On the wildflowers or
the Daffodil Hill. Daffodil Hill is not too far.
Absolutely.
Right.
Yeah, but when the wildflower thing's going, they love to come visit, and it's really convenient for them on 49 to go in both directions.
Right.
But people don't always think of the Holiday Inn Express because you're at the southern end of town.
Absolutely. In fact, that's probably the hardest thing for us right now, and we've been here, like I said, 10 years, but for us to get our name out, and that's what I'm really trying to do, is just get our name out there, because people are so used to the Amador Inn and the National and the Days Inn, they just don't know we're even here. So because they don't get to travel to the end of that part of town. So trying to get our name out there, the people that do stay with us are just very lucky. We just need to let everybody else know.
Right, it's like a family hotel. I mean,
Absolutely.
I've been in there with my family. It's just such a, really, modern.
Very modern. Our owner has done a really good job. He's updated it a couple times since he's been there. He's continually trying to improve the hotel. We're the #1 hotel in Amador County. We're trying to keep that.
Yeah, they have a microwave and their fridge. Right. They really have it all right there.
Every room has a microwave and fridge, yep. And one of the main reasons why we've stayed so clean like we have is we have a really good head housekeeper. She's relentless. She is relentless on the girls, and she just... it's a clean place. It's very clean.
You have to be, because my relatives will complain. I mean, if there's a towel that's or a toilet paper roll that's out of place, I'll hear it. Like, this place is kind of,
that's brilliant.
Kind of old or shoddy.
Right.
They don't hesitate to tell me I put them in a lousy hotel.
Right.
And so I love the Holiday Inn Express. But you also have that breakfast room. I see a lot of businesses having their breakfast meetings over there.
Yeah, it's more of a non-intrusive way to have a meeting. We have companies that come in and do their monthly manager meetings there. We have California Hearing Aid comes in and has its people right inside the breakfast room, right in the corner. It's just a nice feeling. It doesn't seem so cooped up and personal.
Perfect. Yeah. I'm sure a lot of the local businesses find that to be a nice little resource to have an extra breakfast room.
Absolutely.
How many people does that hold?
The breakfast room's up to 70 people. The banquet room up to 55. It's a pretty good size.
That's a big breakfast room. Yeah. If you hear a little bit of whining going on, that's not Chris who's whining. That's Butter, and she does come on during her butter break and spin the wheel for a prize, and we have another gift certificate to Jose's. We're going to be giving away during the butter break, but she's being very good. She She is waiting for her cameo coming up.
I
So
can hear it behind
yeah. But that's not Chris whining and grinding a little bit, and chewing. That's Butter.
dog.
So just so you know, that's the dog. But tell me a little bit about your background. Now, you traveled a little bit, I'm sure, as you were
Yeah.
younger, and you came back to Amador County. What brought you back? Your family, obviously. But
Family. I traveled. I took off when I was 18 and went to chef school in Europe and kind of stuck around in Europe for about 13 years. And this place just brings you back home. It's beautiful here. It's just a lovely county. And I came back because I had friends here. And I was fortunate enough to connect with Atul at the hotel, and he saw something in me.
He's a nice guy. Really
He's a
nice
good guy,
gentleman.
yeah. And he's got a good idea for Jackson. He wants to be the nice hotel in Jackson. He wants to make it the family place for everybody to hang out. He wants everybody there.
He works well with everyone. And
He's with the
really-
community. He works with all the businesses. He's at the chamber meetings every week, and yeah, he just wants to be part of our community because it's such a nice community.
Well, you don't cook there at the hotel. You're handling all the sales. But did you do a lot of cooking in
I-
Europe? That
I
must
did.
have 50 years. That's a long time to be out
Yeah,
there.
I was over for a while. I did some cooking for some different families, and I
must have been
worked for
great.
Lord Helsham, who sits behind the
Lord
queen and hits
Helsham,
the
oh.
hammer. And actually, I've done a function at the hotel here, so I do cook, and we're trying to start to cater out at the hotel a little bit. So if people want certain specific items, we can actually take care of it ourselves.
Well,
there.
that's a talent. I'm always interested in good cooks, and that's a talent that you really need to, foster. And
Totally.
Amador County doesn't have a lot of. They need a little bit more.
Absolutely, you're right
We have
there.
a great chef Matt over at the National,
Yep.
and some really fine cooks, and we have Monique, who's doing Monique Mondays on the show here, and she's bringing on people to do a little
I
cooking.
heard about that. I might have to come
as
back
well.
and,
So if you'd like to come on,
Right.
it's an open invitation.
Right on.
I'm sure Monique would love to have you come on and
Perfect.
do a little cooking with you. Yeah, she's a lot of fun. She had her 49er jersey on this morning. I was not tuned in, or I would have.
Well,
come with
this is a big weekend,
My
so.
49er shirt here today, but
Right.
next weekend, if they're still into it, next Friday, I certainly will.
Yep.
We want to make sure you drink your water
Thank
before
you.
Butter comes on,
Oh,
because
she
she'll
will drink my
drink
water.
right out of your water glass. Yeah, so I just wanted to give you that little heads up. But we're having fun with Chris Chastain.
Perfect.
And that sounds like a skier's name. It sounds like
or somebody that should be on TV or something.
Yes, yes, TV star's name. I like that. It's got a nice ring to it.
Well, thank you.
And we want to definitely talk more after the break about the Holiday Inn Express and some of the other features and things that are going on there with things that are projected for next summer. But we're going to come back with Butter here shortly and spin the wheel. We're going to take a little break in a few seconds and have some fun with Butter and enjoy that just for a few seconds, because everybody wants Butter to have her entire show.
Sure,
They
she's-
want her to, we were out drinking last night. We were over at the Ione Hotel, and she had her first dirty martini.
Oh my gosh.
And so she was the designated driver going
Starting
home
young,
last
but
night.
I suppose dog years.
It was dog years, yeah.
So-
I mean, it was a chamber mixer for the Ione group over there. And,
Sure.
And then we ended up at the Ione Hotel afterwards, and she had a pretty good experience there.
Very good.
And but we're going to come back right after the break, and please stay tuned. We'll be back.
Perfect.
You're watching Amador County's local television network, TSPN.